Good afternoon, guys. Today we are looking at our eBay orders for the Friday, Saturday, and half of Sunday. So first up, Flare of Denial, fantastic card, loads of utility. When it comes to Commander, Shrufus, beautiful fiery island from Doctor Who. That is a Surge foil, lovely card. Aoma, Reconnaissance, the Animus, throwing the Lizard Blades, Garrett's Uprising. So we tend to do a lot of orders that have a lot of smaller value stuff. So loads of cards in single orders, but we also do get quite a lot of premium stuff. Ninja Turtles Assassin's Trophy. The art's fantastic on that. Risk Road, generous gift. These foils from Taki Dragon Storm, absolutely beautiful. Now, if you have any cards that you do want to sell, we are always buying cards because we are always selling cards. Beautiful. Kaikar, Wings Fury, Commander Masters. It's Miracle, fantastic card. Relentless Rats, they'll always sell. So if you got any rats, sell us as many as you possibly can. Generous Patron and Surge Foil. We're just going to look through, see if we can find anything fancy, but I'll keep showing them all one by one. Burnt Offering. We got a lot not long ago, which had a load of Burnt Offering, Tinder Walls, Glacial Chasms. So any of this older stuff, I'd love to get more of because it's really hard to come by. Fancy Ninja Turtle stuff. Not so fancy Ninja Turtle stuff. Someone's doing some Kitkin, someone's doing some Goblins. Mascot. Absolutely absurd card. The obvious drawback here is you need to have a wizard. And in standard these days, everything dies before you get a chance to get the utility out of it. So probably not very good. We've still got a little bit of the old Fallout stuff. Sorry, I just had a massive brain fart on what that is. Always selling Lord of the Rings stuff as well, even just the basic uncommons and stuff like this. Someone's gone very heavy into some promos here. Some beautiful old promos. They can get a little bit hard to find, so probably a collector out there that's trying to pick everything up. Good luck to you when you get to the point of needing your guys' cradles and things like that, because they are bloody expensive, some of those promos. Presagio, absolutely gorgeous card. Has to be due for a reprint. Surely they're ridiculously expensive at this point. $95 that's sold for. Beautiful Ocelot Pride. Nazgul. We'll always sell Nazguls too. So if you're out there with thousands of Nazguls, I want 4 of them, please. Malia, Strength of Will. This is the stuff people are buying at the moment. Massive range. There's a load of, I guess, casual commander stuff that goes out, as well as a bit more of the more competitive stuff as well. Phoenix Chick. Didn't think Phoenix Chick would be that relevant moving forward after it rotated out of standard, but here it is. Final Fantasy, more Fallout. What did you think of this treatment of Fallout? I'm not a massive fan of it myself, but there's some interesting looks when it gets the foil in. But they lost middle of one of those Tinder walls I was talking about. They all came in really good nick as well, like a light fade at worst. Please get me some of that old stuff. Satiable Avarice. Someone's building that demon deck in standard at the moment. Squishier, Dark Ritual from the Peaks bundle, which nice foil in it. It's a great card, obviously. Will continue to be a great card forever. If you've got an older collection and you've got a bunch of Dark Rituals in there from older sets, I'd love to get my hands on as many of those as possible as well. There are people out there who just collect lands as well. Like this is obviously a bit of a strange lot. From Commander Legends, Battle for Baldur's Gate, and Adventures in the Forgotten Realm, which have very similar setup when it comes to the basic lands. But yeah, they've bought a heap of basics, including probably one of the worst treatments for basics I've ever seen, but will probably be scarce at some point because Overdrift sucked and nobody wanted it. Still going into slot. So this is all the same guy or girl. And that ends that one. Deserted Temple. Beautiful old card from that Odyssey. More of the old stuff. Purple's very cool. Not quite as exciting as some of those other things like the Tinder Walls and the Burn Offerings, but great old card. Another beautiful card. They did some great. Well, they have been doing some great. And then the old anti-venom in the extended art foil as well. That's it for the weekend. In terms of sales, I'll put that number up on the screen so everybody can see what I sold. Typically, we sell at about a 35% margin. Ideally, at some point, we're going to move away from eBay and get ourselves to an online store so that we don't have to charge quite as much for the cards because eBay absolutely ravages when it comes to the costs. So, thank you for watching, guys, and hopefully, we can get in touch and work together in the future. Good morning, guys. We are back finishing off the weekend orders, and again, not a huge amount here, but we were able to top up the weekend orders from about $1,000 up to $1,400, which is a pretty good weekend. So, Vernal Fens and Sod Adventures, someone's pulling apart these old decks. Beautiful Spellseeker here out of Commander Masters in the borderless altar. Angel's Grace, so some stuff. Ghostly Flicker. Some beautiful old cards, Possibility Storm. Fancy Brainstorm from the spellbook. Horbrun Kilo. Again, here's a bunch of older cards. Whispering Madness, Bible Visions, Reforged the Soul. Death Shadow, beautiful Secret Lair prize. The old Cultivate, they sell really well. If you got any of those you're trying to get rid of, please send them through. Beautiful Final Fantasy Azusa Spelunking, which just keeps going up in price, so I'm assuming we're going to see a reprint of that soon. The old Lotus Cobra. I know these videos are a little bit boring. We're going to have to try and work out how to get a bit more energy into them. This is the beautiful one, the card that I had no idea what it was, and it made a whole lot of sense when I realised Sheldred was on the front. There's just Sheldred's Edrix from the new Strixhaven set. Nature's Rhythm. Hopefully no one's building another cult deck because I'm sick of them. So not a bad lot rounding out the weekend. All in all, weekend was fantastic. We've got a few buys in the works, so we'll have those buys done this week, and we'll see what's happening.